All right, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Friday, February 21st, 2020. A few days ago, I did a video where I talked specifically about gold, silver, and central banks. I want to touch on a few important points here because we are seeing something that we honestly and sincerely need to pay attention to, and that is, again, the yield curve. We now have a sub 1.49 10-year yield, and the 30-year is now at an historic low. If there were ever a bigger sign of an economy in deep trouble, it is the yield curve. And it's the Federal Reserve buying the entire yield curve to keep it propped up, this entire market. Again, the disconnect between the stock market and the economy continues to widen, but the lies are getting louder, especially now with an election cycle here. Let's talk about gold and silver. We are getting a warning shot across the bow of this market and the economy by the rising price of gold and silver. So what do we know? Despite enormous effort to keep the price of gold and silver suppressed, they're rising. Gold and silver are rising here, and cryptocurrencies are catching a bid too. Look, you have to look at a lot of things when you're trying to gauge what's going on in this twisted, sick, fake market. Right now, stock futures are pointing towards a lower open. We'll see what they pull off today, and we're also going to see how many tens of billions the Fed is going to pump into the repo market yet again. People, I can't stress this to you enough. We are in dire shape, and we're in a lot of trouble here. We are beyond any shadow of any doubt staring down the barrel of a worst case scenario with regard to a market meltdown. Everything is so distorted. We're going to have a correction at one point or to fair value, and it's going to be unbelievable. It's going to be bigger than anything we've ever seen. So like I said in my post-market video yesterday, use this as opportunity to understand where we are at. I've been telling you since I don't know how long that this market will continue higher until it doesn't. Stop worrying about when that moment is and focus on the other dynamics going on. It's just so easy to get in the right spots right here and right now and be ready for what's coming down the pike and listen to the warning shot across the bow from gold and silver here. Cryptocurrencies as well. But again, in my view, there is one asset, that every person on the planet, or at least listening to this video blog, needs to be hoarding. That is physical silver. And I've been saying this for over a decade. It's the most undervalued asset in the history of the world. There's never been a more suppressed asset than physical silver. Has the potential to reach highs that I think are going to shock people when it eventually plays out. Anyway, so keep your eye on this debt market, the inverted yield curve, the plunging yields, the flattening yield curve, the enormous effort by not just the Federal Reserve. This is a concerted effort. All world central banks are doing the same thing at the same time. So again, obviously there's something bigger going on here, and I think you know that, all of you that follow this blog. It's the truth. All right, anyway, so that's where we are right now. Watch the price action of gold and silver. Watch this yield curve. Listen to the lies and propaganda get even more extreme. This should tell you something. You and I have got to stay ahead of the curve. That means betting against this debt, becoming your own central bank, paying attention to what's going on around you right here and right now, because I still believe, at least in the short run, stocks are going up. But people, the moment where this all corrects to fair value, because there's nothing in this market that makes sense anymore. It's quickly approaching. Pay attention. Please share the video. See you at the end of the day.